Alright guys, Monday morning. So as you can see behind me, I got a big hole here. The GMC is outside. I put the mud flaps back on, tail lights in. Still got to put the decals on, but paint's a little fresh for that yet, so probably tomorrow. I took it out because I was supposed to have a Lexus coming in today, but the guy hasn't gotten a hold of me, and if he doesn't call soon, well, he's getting shoveled to the bottom of the pile and I'll move on to something else. I'm not waiting around for people. I got better things to do. You tell me you're coming, you come, or you get punished. That's the way it's going to be. So this is my shop. This is the way I'm running it. And, you know, if you haven't even got the balls to call me, well, the hell with you. So that's the way I look at it. Anyway, I do have a door in here from an F-250, mid-80s, I think it is, or 90s, whatever. The big four-door crew cab jobby. It's a back door, a little bit of rust repair and some well, rust remediation, well, excuse me, I guess you could say. A couple of small dents, painted inside and out, and once it's painted, he's going to bring me the truck and I'll take all the guts out of the old door that's on the truck and put it in this one and hang the door and call it good. So I got that. That's just a little job. I'll probably, you know, if that Lexus doesn't show up, I'll probably bring in my Scamp and get that radiator deal done. And I've got other things to do, but whatever. Anyway, we'll take a quick peek at the GMC and see how it looks out in the daylight, and then we'll get to work. All right, so here's the GMC outside. I just got to put the gas door in, and I need a couple of bolts here, 1/4 inch, maybe machine screws with nuts or something. But, you know, a couple of weeks ago I did a Cadillac, and the color match kind of sucked. This one is right on the money, man. It's good. So, you know, over here, you can see where I did the blend. I painted up to about here. And, you know, you can't tell where one stopped and the other one began. So, yeah, quite happy. The guy's happy. He's seen it. Put the taillights back in, the mud flaps. I just got to put these decals on. They go about here. These were exact copies of what was on there, and they were like 12 bucks delivered, Amazon. So paint's a bit fresh for that yet. So I'll get those decals on tomorrow. But this is essentially ready to go and hit the road. So looks good. I think it looks good. I'm happy with it, and the owner's happy, and that's all that matters. So there we go. Bye-bye GMC. All right, so here's the next job. Small job, just a door. Kind of boring, right? Yeah, I guess so. But you know, little job like this, these can be gravy for a small shop like this. And you know, don't turn this stuff down. You get 2, 3 of these a week, and you can make a decent buck. So anyway, what's wrong with this? The owner stripped the door himself and did a real nice job. In fact, it's probably too nice because it's too smooth. I'm going to scuff up the area around where I've got to work. There's a dent here, another one here, and there's a little crease right here, and then there's some pitting from surface rust here. I've already treated that with rust converter. So I'm going to go ahead and scuff up the areas with a 40 grit disc on my DA sander, and you know, to give the body filler something to bite to, and we'll go ahead and body work it. So I got my sander right here. Just want to scuff it up real quick. Ready for filler. Alright, so I kept feeling something here. I'm still feeling it. I ended up skimming about half the door here. I don't know if it's a result of these two little dents and caught something's going on here, but it's not flat, that's for sure. So we're going to give it a guide coat now before I sand it. Okay, I'll let that set up a bit and I'll sand it, see what we got. Okay, should be able to see the high and low spots pretty quick. And again, X pattern. Okay, so starting to feel pretty good, but you can see where it's dark. Clearly the low spots, but it's coming around. I'm just going to keep at it till we get her all looking like that, or until we see bare metal. If you see bare metal, stop. So, yeah, sanding, wonderful. Okay, so I pretty much got this thing dialed in. I just got this to sand right here. It was dented here and on both sides of this body line here. And being miserable, but I think I got it now. So like I said, we'll sand that out. We also had an extra dent up here that I missed before. And this here ended up skimming about half the door, but whatever. Anyway, it's just about ready to go. Now, the advantage of having a small job like this, I mean, it's just the door, right, is that I've got all kinds of room. So you can do more than one thing at a time. So this time I'm going to be doing the hood for the 51 Chevy. I scratched it quite a while ago with my motorcycle stand, and it's been touched up. The body is good. It's just I got to spot prime it, blow in the blue, and clear coat it. So while I'm clear coating the door, I'll also clear coat this. So yeah, kill two birds with one stone, as they say. Also, I've got the bumper filler panel. It's also the same blue. So I'll get that primed and painted as well. So I'm going to set that up on my little folding table. And yeah, we'll get some primer mixed and get after it. Alright, so all my pieces are ready to go. I just gotta clean them up, blow the dust off, wash them down with wax and grease remover, run a tack cloth on it, and we'll get some primer on these pieces. So I dug out the filler panel for my the 51. That's between the grill and the front bumper. And yeah, the hood's right here, and then that door. So yeah, let's give her a quick clean up there right now. Alright, I'll wash her down and yeah, come back when I'm ready to start priming. Okay, so my gun is loaded up. I'm going to do the little spot on the hood first, and I'm going to let that dry before I spray the rest of the door and the other pieces, because I'm spraying those complete, and I just want to keep the overspray, down on the hood. So I'm just going to give it a quick shot on the hood, and once it's dry, I'll cover it up and then give her hell on the rest. So it should be dry to the touch in about 5 minutes or so. Then I can cover it up, and I'll come back then and get the rest done. Okay, so you can see my hood is covered up with a blanket, and I've already given one coat to the door and the filler panel. I'm gonna give it another shot right now. Second coat is good enough for the filler panel because I had done it in epoxy previous, but I had done a little bit of body work after, so putty work. So we just want to cover that up. It looks pretty good, and the door looks pretty good too. But I'm going to give it a good heavy shot, especially where I've done body filler work, just to fill in any scratches from sanding. And this primer is it's a high build primer, so it fills in those scratches nicely.
Well, the door looks pretty good and solid and straight, but it's definitely going to need another good heavy coat of primer. I can see some of the scratches there in the right light, especially when it's wet. So yeah, one more heavy coat ought to fill all that. And you know, I'm probably going to have to let that sit overnight before I can flip it over and do the other side. I was kind of hoping to get both sides done tonight, but I don't see it happening. So no sense marking it up and then having to redo something. So I might as well just let it sit until morning. Whatever, it is what it is. All right, I just did the third and final coat. Thought I'd show you when it's wet. So looks pretty damn good. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. That should sand right out. There's 3 heavy coats on this. Yeah, that should fill in any of the little scratches. You can actually almost see them, right? But they'll sand out. So I guess tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna have to let that sit until tomorrow. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, I guess that's about all I have time for anyway. I gotta clean up my gun and all that stuff, and probably have a cold one. So there you go. Alright, so there you go. I should be able to get everything sprayed tomorrow. Love that sound. Anyway, no, I said I put an ad on Facebook Marketplace for you know, bodywork and paint, and after 478 hits on the ad, Facebook pulled it down. They said it's against their commerce whatever rules anyway. Yeah, so I got a bunch of work from it anyhow, but and then they threatened to kick you off Facebook permanently. So whatever. I mean, at least it took them a couple of weeks to find out that I was breaking the rules, and I got enough work out of those 2 weeks to last me for a while. So oh well. I'm gonna have to find another place to put my name out there, but you know, it is what it is. But I made some good connections, and I think there's going to be some steady work coming out of it anyhow. So yeah, right on. What else? I've had a hard time with Facebook, man. I don't know what's wrong with these people. You know, obviously there's a need for this service. If there's 478 hits in a week and a half, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you restrict that? I don't get it. Anyway, yeah, I should be able to get all this stuff sprayed tomorrow in color and clear, hopefully. The only thing that's messing me up is I can only do one side of the door at a time, so maybe between now and then I can figure out a way to do both sides at the same time. You know, body shops have racks made just for that. You hang the doors on, you can paint both sides at the same time. I don't have such a rack, but I know how they work, so I might be able to rig something up. We'll see. I'll think about it. What else? Yeah, if you like the content, please subscribe. Hit the little button there, and you know, don't be shy. Like the channel, leave comments. I'm short 144 to get to 3,000, so it's moving along. It's moving at a steady rate. So yeah, help me out and subscribe, please. And nobody let me know what that super thing is all about. So if you want to let me know what it looks like, I'd appreciate it, because I have no idea. And yeah, it's there. I don't know. Feel so inclined. And if you're not doing anything else, get on the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.